Hi, Scorpio. My name is Audrey Alison, and this is your December 2014 forecast for the month. Thanks for joining me, and thanks for being so cool and Google Plusing me and sharing these podcasts, and for liking and sharing and representing. I really appreciate it. Let's start off the month with Mars's transit on the 4th of December into Aquarius. This is going to give you a lot of energy in the 4th house of home. Your home sector is initiated. And Mars is also determination and ambition and will and passion. So you'll have a lot of the stimulation in the 4th house to organize the home, have people over the home, be the one entertaining. Now, the detriment of Mars is aggression and anger. So you want to watch your tone in the home and with the family. The 4th house is not just the home itself, but your foundation, your family, where you come from. So watch any anger or disputes with family members for the next 60 days, from the 4th for about 2 months, because Mars takes a minute to transit. But if anything, it's giving you action in the home. There's inspiration there. On the 6th of December, we have our full moon at 14 degrees Gemini. So Gemini for you, Scorpio, is your 8th house of sex and intimacy and secrets. Having a full moon is making things illuminated, bringing an awareness to an area that needs to be seen. Information that's hidden is now coming to the forefront. And this could pertain to your intimacies, your partners, your sexual partner. Or actually, 8th house is also property. So for those of you who might be selling or coming to an ending in a property arrangement or a property dealing. The 8th house is also inheritance and will and taxes and estates and transformation. So some of that could be happening. The full moons do bring things to an ending, like I said. So for those of you wrapping things up with legalities and contracts regarding wills and property, this could all be happening around the 6th, the 5th, 6th, and 7th of December, when the full moon is at its brightest. On the 8th of December, we have Jupiter retrograding, who's stationed in Leo, is going to retrograde at 22 degrees, and this will be affecting your career, your social status, how you are perceived in the world. The 10th house is the tip of the astrological wheel, so it's at the highest point in the chart near the midheaven. So it is your absolute presence in the world, your promotion, your retirement, for those of you who aren't working. A Jupiter retrograde, I'm not mad at, because Jupiter is so abundant and really filters in a tremendous amount of optimism in the sector that it touches. So you're feeling really confident in the career, and you're also getting a lot of opportunities in the 10th house of career. A lot of Scorpios are changing the job while Jupiter is in the 10th from last July through August 17th, 16th of 2015. So you're going through, you're getting aligned into the correct career and what you're best suited to do in this life path, because Jupiter won't be in that sector for another 12 years. On the 10th of December, Venus is going to transit into Capricorn. This will govern your 3rd house of communications, Scorpio. This is local travel, the neighborhood, but Venus is beautifying, and she's the planet of love and money. So you're loving the neighborhood right now, you're loving the environment, or you're loving the way you're communicating is coming across very well. You're not at a lack for words. Your communication style is spot on. Also, how people are receiving the information that you have to relay is very beautiful and easy, effortless. Venus is conjunct Pluto when she transits into Capricorn, because Pluto has been stationed there for several years. And Pluto is your ruling planet, okay? So one of them, Mars is the other. But Pluto is definitely the intensity of Scorpio. So when Pluto is conjunct with another planet in that sector, it intensifies the ability of that planet. So Venus conjunct Pluto, there's an intense adoration or an intense yearning to smooth over relationships with siblings in the third house, local areas, the neighborhood, local travel, but also to smooth over your communication style. And actually the way you're delivering words might come across more intensely at this time with Venus conjunct Pluto in the third. Now on the 15th and the 16th, we have this Uranus-Pluto square activated, which you've been feeling a lot. Uranus stationed in Aries and Pluto in Capricorn, but Pluto's your ruling planet, so when he's tense, you tend to be tense. Now the 15th and 16th are a tense time. A square is an uncomfortable position. It's not harmonious in astrology. It's at an exact 12 degrees, pitting your 6th house of health against your 3rd house of neighborhood or communications. You know, you could hear news regarding the health or the job. The 6th house is daily routine. It's also health regimens and workouts. So for those of you, you know, determined to cut weight, to gain a healthier approach or a healthier lifestyle, this could be an intense time around the 15th and 16th. You might feel like you're not seeing a lot of result, but the reality is wait till the end of the month, because this is just a tricky tension. It's trying to twist you up a little bit. Don't take it too seriously on the 15th and 16th. I will be laying low those days. You're going to find me right at home. I'm not going to put too much pressure on the 15th and 16th, so take it easy on yourself as well. Your health might be compromised a little bit around that time, and you don't want to get stressed out before the holidays when you're supposed to be able to chill. Now the 16th as well, Mercury transits and meets up into this Capricorn sector, into this 3rd house, or down into the 3rd house with Venus, with Pluto. And Mercury is communications going into the sector of communications. So you're really coming across. You have a lot of information. You have a lot of things to say. You could be interviewing, writing, speaking, getting your point across. So you're very active. You're not really shy and, you know, withdrawn. You're communicating. You're getting a lot off your chest. And that's December 16th through next mid-January. Mercury will be there. And who's following suit but the sun and the new moon on the 21st of December? We have our sun transiting into Capricorn like he does every month, but also the new moon at 0 degrees Capricorn. So when you have a new moon, several of them, the last 3 have been at 0 degrees. This is the initiator of that sector. Not every new moon has to be at 0 degrees. So it's really starting something in the sector it touches. And for you, it's the 3rd house. How you're communicating, with whom you're communicating. It's, you know, the sun there, conjunct the new moon, conjunct Venus, Mercury, Pluto. It's an intense, beautiful time for talks. It's time to communicate, and it's time to write it out, or speak it out. So you're starting something new, a new routine on the 21st. On the 23rd, everyone's talking about Saturn moving out of Scorpio. He's leaving you. Congratulations. You've made it through your Saturn return. How you feeling? Saturn's been with you for 2.5 years. He stays in each sign for about 2.5 to 3 years. It takes him 27 to 30 years to go around the astrological wheel. So he spends 2.5 years in each sign, restructuring the sign it touches. So he's leaving you December 23rd. You're like, peace, Saturn. Thanks for the restructuring of the 1st house of self. A lot of Scorpios might have released an addiction or a habit or a pattern that no longer serves them. Now Saturn's entering Sagittarius into your 2nd house of finances, where I actually love Saturn. I like Saturn in the 2nd and the 6th. The 2nd, he's going to teach you how to budget your dough so you have some. You will not be spending any more than necessary, and he is realigning the budget, reshaping how you are earning money, and providing where you lack. So you've got a good 2.5 years with him there. He's controlling and restrictive. So for those of you who really like to spend, this is not a time of excess. It's a time for, restricting and getting a firm hold on where your money is going. It's always good to take a look at this, because by the time he leaves there in another 2.5 years, you're going to have a lot of money saved. He's a saving planet. He doesn't like to spend. He doesn't like excess. I want to get to the cards because I'm vibing on them and I'm shuffling like crazy. So let's see what's up for Scorpio for December of 2014. And if you would like a reading with me, you can find me at audreyallison.com and Facebook at Audrey Allison Astrology and Tarot. All right, Scorp, let's see. The Thinker, meditation, thinking, the Four of Swords. I'll do the summation after I get all the cards out, okay? Another Swords card, Nine of Swords, facing your fears, facing those thoughts that you're thinking about. The Lady of Cups, the psychic, the intuitive. This is your own intuition. It doesn't have to be relating to a person. If it were the Queen of Cups, I would say this is a person. Now, the Lady of Cups is your own filtering of information. You're downloading information right now. Oh, and I don't like this so much. The Three of Swords. So let me see. You've got 3 Swords cards, Scorp. All right, so what you're thinking about, this falls on top of this in the spread, because I pull the top one here, the second one on the side, which is the past, facing your fears of the past, and then the outcome. You might have faced some rejection recently. Rejection, fear, pain, suffering. But it's telling you, look, you just faced these same fears. There's no reason you have to feel like this again. Perhaps you need to communicate because your third house is so expressed in the bottom half of the month. They're saying there's no need for you to have to feel this way because you've already done this. You've already gone through this, so you don't need to suffer. You could hone in, pay attention to your dreams, Scorpio. What are you thinking about? Where do your dreams lie? This person isn't sleeping. He's just awake and thinking. But this is the dream. This is the subconscious mind. There's a message being given to you. And I think that you're meant, since you are extremely psychic and you do rule water, she's standing on the water. I think you need to pay attention to the information that you're being given at this time, because it could be that you're healing through rest. You're healing through sleep. You're getting over this ache through recuperative rest. You're being replenished, Scorpio. Now, you might need to face these fears all over again. What are you afraid of? That's, it's up to each individual to answer that. It's almost impossible for me to predict thousands of people's forecast. However, if you want your forecast, particularly to your natal chart, it'd be easy to do that with the degrees. But they're saying whatever you've faced before, you might have to do it again, but realize you're being led. You're being led. Thanks for tuning in. It's a pleasure to read for you. My name is Audrey Allison, and I'm wishing you a beautiful holiday, sweet November, and a sweet day. I'll see you next month. Bye.